Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day. Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Geis, the ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's 3rd and 5.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Tua. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
To throw is Murray. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. Able to find his running back, Geis. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Our 2 quarterbacks in this one certainly have a history together. They finished 1-2 in the Heisman voting in 2018 with Murray getting the award, but it was Tua who got the last laugh when his Crimson Tide beat Murray's Sooners 45-34 on their way to a national championship. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Complete to Albert Wilson.
Albert Wilson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a 1st quarter lead. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening, but they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Xavier Howard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 51 to Mike, boys, 51.
Here's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun now for Murray. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Murray now. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm. And nowadays, we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 29. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
29-yard line.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Freeman again, a first down carry. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
The tackle made.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. 36. Easy, quick.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. They'll run here with Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Mike 51. Mike 51. I'm getting nervous.
On 2nd and goal, Murray flush to his right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Oh, here we go. 51, Mike 51. I'm coming. 49, check 49.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. This is a 26-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Tua going to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Tua sets up to pass it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Murray keeps it himself, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it and move forward and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. Now this time, Murray to throw it. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Get that ball. Get that ball. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Here we go, D. Check. Lucky. Switch.
Throwing again. Murray. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Mike 51. You got nothing today. You got nothing back. 51 to Mike.
From the gun, Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
13-yard line.
No, I can't go. Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your steps. You change name. How about your respect? Give them more than when I get it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Tua. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
He certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Looking to pass. Tua. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
At the 3-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On the ground, Geis. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray. Finding Knox there, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Murray now on first down. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
4 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
It's just me and you. But Mike 51.
Play action. Now it's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Dawson Knox, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the turnover, here's Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think we could all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
I'm coming. Bring it, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Watch the pass. 51 to Mike. 51.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. From the gun, Murray. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play.
And Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Watch the screen. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Go. Go.
Tua, a final shot before half. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So a very tight first half. We head to break in a 1-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing is...
Murray fighting, lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Out of the shotgun, Breida. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brought down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Dice, they'll try to run it, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
At the 13-yard line.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Parker the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Tua. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. Sanders' kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Andy Isabella on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? When they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll air this one out for Kirk, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Johnson on the coverage.
Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the handoff, it's Geis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Third down.
Sometimes you need a phone, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you
Tagovailoa are going to try and throw on third down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 41 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
51, Mike 51.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A quick throw complete out to Isabella. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
At the 19-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20.
51 for Mike, boy, 51. Watch the out.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
I'm scared. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Shotgun now for Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Second and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. Again, it'll be Freeman. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Cardinals 20. Dolphins 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 22-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now Tua, a big spot for the rookie from Alabama.
Now thrown to Parker, complete on the slant.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They run with Breida. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And 10 at the 50-yard line.
midfield. Here's Tua. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
The Dolphins on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And Wilson has it. And he's got this down to the 35.
Complete to
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
58, right over there, Here we go.
Now a give to Breida. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I'll tell you, as a defender, you've got to make life as difficult as possible when you're trying to cover a big tight end because you know his catch radius is huge. He's unable to pull that one in, though.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Going to the air, Tagovailoa, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
A 47-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Dolphins have tied things up here in the 4th. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. It changed name. How about your respect? Give them more than when I get expecting up the back. In fact, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
Change, I'm about to make a change.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. 51, Mike. Mike 50. All day, every day, any day. Check your heart rate.
To throw is Murray. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
First down, Murray. Throw left side, complete. It's Freeman. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Oh, you got D?
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
You pop. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Target, 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 target.
Murray going to fire one out wide. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
At the 31-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
5 yards remain on second down.
Push him back. Push him back. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51. Ready? Slam, slam, slam. Big Ace.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Boys. 51 to Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run on first down. Freeman. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Second and 8 coming from the 19.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Albert Wilson. Incomplete. A.J. Terrell on the coverage.
You ain't going to burn me.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. One final try for Tagovailoa. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Come on, baby.
Today's final score.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Arizona, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.